Hello everyone, in previous video I put everything back. The main changes considered the application of video transmitter and follow focus. And these changes affects my gimbal setup. That's what we will talk about today. The good news is that I no longer need to use a counterweight for a proper balance in my camera on a gimbal, because video transmitter is slightly heavier than two motors combined, and this is quite enough for a good balancing for my camera. I'm also currently using the NPF power option for my camera on a gimbal. This is due to the fact that I'm switching to working with tilt-offload system, where I need to use V-mount batteries for powering the system. I'm preparing a series of videos about this system, so subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss it. Believe me, there are many interesting things. As for powering the gimbal, I still plan to use V-mount battery with the same mini mount on my gimbal. But for now, I have a question of choosing the right batteries by its size, amount and cost. Let me know what you prefer to use in your workflow in the comments. Next, I faced the following minor issues. The main problem was powering both follow focus motors. The connector for powering Nucleus-Nano is located on the right side, and the cable from DJI to kit doesn't fit here because of its size. I had to urgently look for and order new cable from micro USB to USB-C, plus from a side with micro USB it should have 90 degrees angle, otherwise it won't fit. There are not so many suitable cables on the market. Trust me, I spent a lot of time trying to find the right cable. I managed to find only one option, but its length is barely enough for my setup. The link to this cable I will provide in the description. I had to cut off a small part of isolation and saw off a small piece of my DIY mount for DJI RS2 motor, so I can install this cable on its place. In such a way I can power the Nucleus-Nano motor. The problem with powering DJI RS2 motor came from where I didn't expect it at all. Recently I sold Drive-N video transmitter with all extra USB-C cables because I decided to use Holland Mars 400S. Let me remind you that there are only 3 USB-C cables included with DJI RS2 Pro Combo Kit. Since the motors at the time of sale were located on the right side of the camera, I decided to leave the shortest cable so that it would be convenient for me to connect it. However, now it isn't long enough, and our USB-C cables simply don't work, which is why I had to look for a new cable. Even this situation can be resolved in the best way. I found the perfect 30 cm L-shaped cable by DJI. I was able to immediately bring out 2 cables to power 2 motors by connecting them together. I decided to use the third cable to power the video transmitter. And yes, I was surprised myself, but it can work from the gimbal third slot. And lastly, I decided to use the tilt-offload phone mount. It's more comfortable to use and better holds the phone. However, after several projects, I realized that the brightness of the phone screen isn't enough during shooting. Moreover, I need to return the external monitor, but I will talk about this in the next video. That's all for today. Write your thoughts in the comments and see you in the next video. Bye!